about 4:30 in the morning telling me that I just won the Newbery Award. I won the Newbery Medal for Children's Literature in 2005 for my novel called Kira Kira. But before I get into telling you about myself and my writing, let me first introduce myself. I am Cynthia Kawahata, and I am a Japanese-American writer. I was born on July 2nd in 1956 in Chicago, Illinois. I had a loving mother and father, and also had a sister and older brother. We stayed in Chicago for about a year, then we moved to a couple of small towns in Georgia. In Georgia, my father worked at a poultry plant. My mother just stayed at home and took care of the family. Not long after that, in 1959, we moved to Arkansas. As we were living there, I started to get a very strong Southern accent. My family was doing good in Arkansas, but then my parents made a very disappointing inside decision. My parents got a divorce, and that's what ripped my family apart. My parents went their separate ways. My mom took my sister and my brother. We moved to Chicago, while my father stayed in Arkansas. This part of my childhood made me feel sad because I love my dad, and I miss those moments when my family was spending time together and actually being a good true family. You might be surprised to know, but I actually didn't do good in school. I made a lot of friends that I still stay in touch with today, but I wasn't good at any of the work or assignments. When I was about 15, I had about a 4th grade education. In high school, I just gave up myself and I decided to drop out, which is probably the worst decision I think I could have made in my childhood. All I wanted to do as a kid was explore, read, and hope that someday I'll become an astronaut. I loved to read as a kid because reading would take me away from reality and let me go into a world of my own. My favorite books were Charlotte's Web by E.B. White and White Fang by Jack London. I finally realized that my dream of becoming an astronaut wouldn't come true, so then I decided to go find a job. I worked at various jobs. Once I was at a department store as a store clerk, and another time at a fast food restaurant. Finally, when I turned 18, I was admitted into Los Angeles City College, and then I transferred all my credits to the University of Southern California, and I earned a bachelor's degree in journalism. When I reached my 20s, I had a life-changing experience. When I was walking the streets of LA, a car jumped the curb and barreled into me. The accident left me with a broken collarbone and severely damaged my arm. It also made me realize that anything could happen at any moment and that life is unpredictable. During my recovery, I went to live with my sister in Boston, Massachusetts. As I was recovering, I rediscovered my love for reading, a hobby I left when I grew older. Every day, I would devour dozens of books and short stories. Once I finally recovered, I started writing my own short stories and submitting them to national magazines, including The Atlantic and The New Yorker. The first story I submitted had an offbeat plot featuring a world that was inhabited by one-legged ducks. Over the next 4 years, I submitted over 40 stories to magazines, and I was rejected time and time again. Finally, The New Yorker accepted a short story called Charlie Go, and several other stories were subsequently purchased by other magazines, including the Pennsylvania Review. As I was submitting stories, I honed my writing skills by taking classes at the University of Pittsburgh and New York's Columbia University. While this was happening, a man named Andrew Wiley read one of my stories and was intrigued by my story and asked to represent me. I was stunned and I agreed, and soon after that he sold The Floating World to the publishing company Viking Press. After that was released, I had a hard time believing that I was an actual published author. Soon after this happened, Andrew and I married. My book, The Floating World, was about a 12-year-old Japanese-American girl, Olivia, and whose family lived in a transcendent existence crisscrossing the United States in the years following World War II. As Olivia grows up to become a young adult, the family goes through some hard times to make it through. At one point, the family moves to Arkansas and grows into a stable home. In this book, I use my own personal experiences. For example, when my family moves to Arkansas in a Japanese-American family like mine. Not long after this, a novel got published, and Andrew and I got divorced. The next novel I wrote was called The Heart of the Valley of Love. This novel is different from my first because this novel has a setting in the future in Los Angeles in 2050. In this novel's fictional world, the city is in shambles with tension constantly erupting between two groups. Haves who live in towns and who have not. Although this novel is futuristic, it tackles contemporary issues. Also, this novel has a piece of my life in it because 19-year-old Francie got in a car crash and her arm got crushed just like my arm did when I got hit by a car. I thought this was a way for me to come out of the closet in a sense. I have friends who had never seen my arm after the accident. As I was getting older, I decided that I wanted to become a mom. I planned to adopt. I adopted my son in his name Sammy. I was very excited to see my new baby boy as I was waiting in the baby house. I finally became his official mother when I held him in my arms. He is now 7 years old. With my son 7, I can't walk from my living room now because there are too many Lego minifigs and green army guys on the floor. Lucky enough, there's coffee because I don't think I can keep up with my son because it feels like he has the energy of 10 NBA stars. stars. On January 17, 2005, I got this very exciting phone call that's when the Committee of Librarians and Children's Literature experts announced that my novel Kira Kira had won the 2005 New Gray Award. That morning when I was alerted that I won, I was jumping up and down looking very stupid. I was very shocked and also accidentally looked at Sammy, which is not the best thing to do at the moment because he was about only 17 months and the rest of the morning he was cranky. But when I was just so happy and excited. After Kira Kira, I was at hard work on my next children's book, Weedflower. Finally, in 2006, my book was complete and published. Like my previous novels, Weedflower is inspired by my family's history. Weedflower won the Parent USA Award in 2006. After this novel, I wrote many other novels, including Tracker Outside Beauty and the newest novel, A Million Shades of Grey. I loved my passion for writing and reading, and I thought that I would never make it this far in my career. I dedicated everything to truly become an author and exceed in my writing. If you guys have passion like mine, you should go out and get it and never give up on yourself, because life truly is unpredictable, and your dream can come true at any moment. Thank you, Ms. Science class, for having me.